All right. What you see here is a new fan I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. This is a Fasco Porch fan, a ceiling fan in 52 inches. I've had this for about a year and a half. It's going to be almost 2 years this fall since I got it. And as you can see, it's in a very uncommon or rare finish. It's in the Verde finish. And it's quite a story behind this. The person that sold it to me, they originally brought it with them from Texas. They moved up, I think it was either Connecticut or Rhode Island. I think it was Connecticut they moved to, or Rhode Island. I forget which state it was that I picked this up from, but I'm pretty sure it was Connecticut. And they took it with them because they liked it a lot still, and they knew it was a good fan, so they brought it with them and they reinstalled it. They had it in a sunroom in Texas, and then they brought it with them to use in the sunroom up here. And the reason why they actually decided to sell it and get rid of it was because the motor started making some noise and having some bearing issues. And the son of the owner of it, there was a lady that bought the fan new, but so these are the original owners and everything. They had it since they bought it new. It wasn't like, oh, it was in the house that they moved into or anything. He knew that the fan was still usable. It just needed some work to it, and since they didn't really know how to do it, they just decided to get a new fan to replace this, but he knew it was still usable. But yeah. And thankfully, he sold it to me only for $50. And didn't raise the price or anything after he was bombarded by people in the group saying that, oh, it's a very valuable fan. I'll pay X amount of money for it to be shipped and all that. And thankfully, he didn't raise the price. He was just looking to sell it to give it to somebody. I mean, I'm a collector, but I didn't mention anything about that. But yeah, I remember the day I messaged him about it, I was going to pick it up the next day, and somebody on the groups were posting about it. Oh, we got to get this. We got it. Where's the link for it? And somebody posted it. And thankfully, they removed the link, but there was a lot of people who were messaging about it, and it was not anybody out in Wisconsin, because I already know there's going to be people assuming that. I asked the seller when I met up with him, like, oh, was there anybody out in the Midwest? He said, no, it wasn't anybody by this specific name and such. You guys already know who I'm referring to, but I don't want to mention names, but there is one person that is known to buy stuff from other areas, which it is fair game, but in terms of like getting people to raise the price on it, if someone's already gonna get it, like don't do it. That's just all I can say. But yeah, like because the title and the description changed from outdoor fan to rare Fasco Verde fan. So that already told me that somebody informed the seller that what it is and such, and he just wanted to sell it. He wasn't looking to get so much money out of it. He just wanted to sell it. But it is complete. I am not sure where I put the mounting bracket for it, but use the typical mounting bracket. And I do have the screws for this. I just got to find the little baggie that the guy gave them to me in and such. I mean, it's been a year and a half, and it's probably either somewhere in my car or in my room. But yeah, for its age, it's in really good shape, especially the Verde finish. But definitely shows sign of being stiff. And the screws on it are a little bit rusted. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, basically when it ran, it just would make a bit more noise than what it is doing now. I'm just trying to find info on the top. So it's from 1990. 1990 to be specific, or to be exact. I'm not sure when they changed from the second gen style of these to the third gen. Yeah, I know that this was the only way you could get a Charleston basically in Verde, was getting the Porch fan. But yeah, it does work. I plugged it in, it does run. It just needs a little bit of bearing work. It might just need oil or WD. I don't think it needs WD-40. I think it's oil it might need. But yeah, it's definitely a very unique fan that I was able to get. And such. Again, I'm glad that I was able to get it. I'm glad that the seller kept his word to selling it to me. He didn't decide to cash in after getting bombarded. I mean, I don't know why collectors do it, because a lot of times it ends up doing the exact opposite of what you want, where the seller is either going to raise it to an insane price or they decide to keep it. Just let somebody that can get it. That's all I can say. It's a fan. I mean, it's rare. I mean, if someone else got it, by all means, but it's not worth risking a fan getting either capped or someone tries to sell for an insane amount and then they realize they can't sell it, then they end up tossing it or something. Because we already have enough of that on eBay from uninformed sellers thinking they have something super valuable because it's older and they put it for an insane amount. That's because it's older. So it's better just to inform sellers like, oh, you're interested. Maybe come up with a story about it being sentimental, but don't say, oh, it's super valuable, because that really makes it worse, honestly. And we already have enough people on Marketplace now overpricing fans too. So yeah, but I got this. Yeah, it has the plastic blades and such. They definitely took very good care of it over the years. I can say that. I mean, they've had it for over 30 years. And the fact that they took it with them from Texas up to the East Coast, I mean, if they didn't take care of it, wouldn't see why they would have brought it with them anyways. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm glad in. It's also the last fan I picked up before my dog, Pete, passed away. The puggle that I've shown on the video for the past 9 years or so, or well, it's been a year since he's passed, but it was like a few days before he passed that I picked this up. And I remember meeting up with Brandon the day that he ended up having to get put down unexpectedly. He was doing work on my car, so I remember just being in the car at the time and such. But it's a fan I'm glad that I got, and it's definitely one I do not plan to sell, part with, etc. It's one that I'm keeping in my possession, especially because it's the last one I picked up before my dog passed. So yeah, it's definitely one I'm very happy to have, and I know these are very hard to find in this finish, so I am glad to finally review one on YouTube, and later down the road I'll definitely be getting a test video for it filmed. So yeah, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.